Alarm bells are going off right now. Why? Well, because the Trump administration's Department of Justice is demanding voter rolls and voter data, along with inspections of voting machines from states across the country. This morning, the Washington Post is out with bombshell news that the Trump administration has requested voter rolls and voter data from 9 states across the country. 2 states have agreed to hand them over, but concerningly, in Colorado, the Trump administration is requesting not just voter information, but also to inspect voting machines. This comes amid a push by Donald Trump as he continues to falsely claim that the 2020 election was stolen. This also fuels fresh election integrity concerns ahead of 2025. Now, the Colorado request was quickly denied by a Republican Colorado county clerk who said that voting machine information and voter data is private, it's proprietary, it's secret. The federal government cannot have access to it. Remember, just because the federal government asks for voting information doesn't mean it gets it. Voting information and election related information is conducted on a state by state level. This is not a federal issue, it's a state issue. Even in federal elections where people elect people to Congress, to the presidency, it's all a state run issue. It's not a federal run issue. And while the fact that the Trump administration is requesting this information is sending alarm bells off across the country right now. Before I continue, please consider subscribing to my Substack by clicking the button below or supporting my work by sending a one-time donation via Venmo to Aaron-Parnas. We're going to monitor closely what this voter request means and how it impacts elections up ahead in 2025, but also in 2026 and beyond. So I'll keep you posted. Meanwhile, tomorrow on July 17th, Good Trouble Lives On protests will take place in all 50 states across the country. This will mark the 5th anniversary of the death of civil rights icon John Lewis and will oppose the Trump administration's policies on civil rights, immigration, social services, and free speech as part of a nationwide growing wave of anti-Trump demonstrations. I linked the site to this protest below. I'll cover the protests live here in Washington, D.C. tomorrow, but feel free to go check it out and let me know in the comments below whether or not you are going to be protesting at some point tomorrow. Once again, Donald Trump dismissed renewed interest in the Jeffrey Epstein case as, quote, boring and driven by, quote, bad people, even as pressure is mounting from his own allies within the MAGA base and conservatives demanding transparency over the Epstein files. Figures like House Speaker Mike Johnson and even his own daughter-in-law and current Fox News host Lara Trump have broke ranks, urging the release of all credible case files to the public. So we'll see what happens. But this is an issue that Donald Trump really wants to go away, but it doesn't seem like it's going away anytime soon. Overnight, members of Congress reintroduced the Bipartisan Dignity Act, a sweeping immigration reform bill that offers long-term undocumented immigrants who arrive before 2021 a path to renewable legal status without citizenship in exchange for tougher border enforcement, nationwide e-verify, asylum system overhauls, and visa backlog relief. This is the most comprehensive immigration legislative proposal in decades. It's uncertain whether or not it has the support in Congress, but it is a bipartisan proposal. The Justice Department will temporarily shut down the federal lep.gov website, which aids people with limited English proficiency, as part of implementing Trump's executive order declaring English the official language of the United States government. Renewed concerns are present about Donald Trump's mental acuity right now, as Trump spoke in Pittsburgh, and during his rambling speech, he falsely claimed that his uncle taught the Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski, at MIT and forgot the name of his aides, raising concerns about mental sharpness and fitness for office, as he is the oldest president in U.S. history. And according to the Daily Beast, a mysterious bruise on Donald Trump's right hand, covered with concealer, appeared once again this week, sparking renewed speculation about his health as cameras captured the mark as he walked towards Marine One. This morning, Health and Human Services Secretary RFK Jr. abruptly fired his chief of staff and deputy chief of staff, citing a loss in confidence with no clear triggering event. The Trump administration is scaling down its military presence in Los Angeles, ordering the withdrawal of 2,000 National Guardsmen deployed during protests over federal immigration raids. A U.S. deportation flight carrying migrants convicted of serious crimes has landed in Eswatini following a Supreme Court decision allowing deportations to third countries. These individuals are not from Eswatini, yet they were still deported there. Trump plans to impose tariffs on pharmaceutical products and semiconductors starting on August 1, beginning with low rates and escalating over a year to incentivize domestic production. Experts are now warning that Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill could raise energy prices for millions of Americans as it has slashed tax credits and shortened timelines for clean energy products. Starting on August 1st, if you are a student with student debt, the Trump administration will resume interest on 8 million student loans, ending Biden's SAFE plan and potentially adding $27 billion in annual borrower costs. Some good news. A message in a bottle tossed into the sea by a young Newfoundland couple in 2012 was discovered 13 years later this year at an Irish beach. Inside, there was a message saying, quote, "Love conquers all, including the Atlantic Ocean." After a Vietnam veteran passed away, Texas mailman adopted his beloved dog Floyd, a German Shepherd mix. He bonded with it on his old delivery route. That's all the news right now. If you want to support my work, subscribe to my Substack by clicking the button below or send a one-time donation via Venmo to Aaron-Parnas, and I'll see you this evening.